Hello and welcome everybody. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and I'm here with this week's Pick a Card Weekly Tarot reading. So it's for the week commencing 7th of June 2021. Alright, it's really very simple. Pick a number now between 1 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First number that pops into your head now. Okay, great. All right, so I like to have a little vision before I turn the cards over. And if you are new, please consider subscribing to the channel. That'd be fabulous. Hit that notification bell. If you're already subscribed, it's a good idea to hit the notification bell again anyway, because sometimes there's issues and you get unsubscribed, or I don't know, I don't get it, what happens. But yeah, do both of those things. All right, let's go to the board now and see what these cards have to say. So the first card we're going to do obviously is card number 1, and I'll close my eyes now. What do I see? What do I see for card number 1? Lots of swirling, lots of changes, but it's very fluid. I think the best thing is to be flexible and adaptable at the moment if you pick card number 1, because there could be changes in plans. Actually, some of those changes might be fortuitous, because I see those swirls then turning into roses. And flowers are always about happiness. Rose, obviously I'm biased because my name is Rose, but it's a very beneficial, fragrant sort of energy, and so those changes might work out better. There's an angel coming from the right here with a horn, and blowing a horn is some sort of message. Okay, so do listen out. If you've got any clairaudience, you might get a message from an angel this week. I think this is for everyone, not just those who have picked card number 1. And I can hear the horn. Da-da, da-da. I don't know. Reminds me of something. Da-da, da-da. Blowing the horn. Da-da, da-da. I don't know what it means. Anybody know what that means? Get ready. The angels are about with messages. Okay, card number 1. And the card that comes up is the Page of Wands. All about motivation, inspiration. You might be thinking about travel. With these pyramids in the background can suggest travel, but not necessarily. And pages often bring news. Because I am basically a very optimistic person, I think it's good news. You'll see that there's leaves there, so that can mean growth and opportunity, but action has to be taken as well. You don't get something if you don't do anything. You could be actually watching other people with a view to learn from them. Could be some power. Maybe they have some sort of power, and that's why you're watching them. You're observing their power. There's also a blue bow tie here for communicating. Okay, Mercury is retrograde at the moment. If you're on my Facebook feed just then, you'll see some of the things that can go wrong during Mercury retrograde. And thank you for those Facebook people who have come across now to YouTube. All right, but this is a very beneficial energy, and it's just saying that you could be feeling more vital, have more inspirational motivation this week for special projects, and perhaps you're thinking about traveling. The other thing it can mean is your chakras are opening up, and because of that you're feeling better and got more energy. So I'm very slow with the cards. Okay, so card number 2. What do I see? A red double-decker bus. So this obviously is England, maybe London, and I just think it means getting where you want to go with a lot of other people. So when I see people in a vision, it can mean just other energies within you. You're the driver of the bus, so people can get on the bus with you if they toe the line. So that's the energies within you, but could also be a group situation. Okay, this is interesting because it's the Two of Swords. Now you see here these reflections. These are reflections from the past. So you may find past energies coming up this week, and that makes complete sense because Mercury retrograde does bring back the past. some decisions to be made about these past events and how you feel about them. It doesn't mean the person will actually come back into your life. They could, but that there's energy from the past that is coming back to be resolved. You have to make a decision. Maybe you're going to cut it off once and for all and say goodbye. Thank you very much for all you did for me, and now I'm letting you free, and goodbye. Okay, so it's about balance too, a two of swords. It's important to maintain balance, and there's some other meanings like conforming to authority and things like that, but it doesn't really vibe for me for the Two of Swords. Okay, card number three. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we're going to go with that one. Close my eyes. White birds in the sky. They're not doves, they're more like seagulls, or a cross between seagulls and doves. So a bit of peace, but they can also be rambunctious and steal your chips. Fries, if you're in the US. They love to do that. That's one of their favourite things in Australia, is stealing people's chips. Now, but they do see the big picture, okay? They do see what's going on, and they're very observant and detailed, and so they can pick up sort of patterns, and this is a good energy, helpful, useful energy for you to have. The card that comes up is the Justice card. Now, we don't have a seagull or a dove, we have an owl. An owl does see the big picture, not very rambunctious. I've never heard of an owl stealing people's chips ever. But wise, intuitive, they're known for that. And this owl is whispering into her ear because she's blindfolded. She doesn't have all of the evidence, but she does have some of the evidence in front of her, and she has to weigh that up. And she can do it even though she's got that blindfold on, because she's listening to the owl. She's dressed in black because there's lots of hidden elements, but she's going to make a decision using that sword. She's going to cut out all of the other possibilities and get to the crux of the matter. And then she's going to take action, and she's got her feet here on the ground, and she's barefoot, so she's in touch with practicality. So justice is about being practical, sometimes it's making the best of a bad situation, and you might hear something about karma this week, or destiny. Become more aware of what your destiny is, or somebody who hurt you in the past. You might hear something about them, and you think, oh well, that's karma, perhaps. So this is about natural law, L-O-R-E. It is not necessarily about human law, L-A-W, although if you do have an issue, a legality to settle, or that you're dealing with, this card is a big help with human, L-A-W, as well. Okay, that's card number 3. Now let's look at card number 4 and see what comes out. I'm going to go with that one there. Closing my eyes. What do I see? It looks like a muffler on a car, a really old-fashioned muffler. I don't even know. I guess it's a muffler because it muffles the sound. But there's a whole lot of energy that's coming up. Maybe be careful how you express it. Maybe don't get too loud. You might. It doesn't indicate whether it's anger or what kind of emotion is behind it, but something big is coming up. Just be careful how you put it out there into the world. And I think it's a good thing to put it out into the world, but yeah, you have to be careful how you go about it. The card that comes up, okay, is the 7 of Pentacles. Sometimes this can be a bit frustrating. It's about your money, but there could be some labour involved, some effort involved. Yes, it's growing. Yes, it's going to eventually pay off, but it takes time. And, your money growing, there's only so much you can do to grow your money, and you're looking at other factors there. Like if you plant a seed, it's going to grow in its own time, and you have to water it, make sure it has sunlight, but it takes time. So this could be the case here, that there could be more money coming to you if you do all the steps correctly, but it could be frustrating because, you know, there's a lot of individual effort involved, and also time. Not just money, also possessions too, if you're saving up for a car or you're saving up for a house or whatever. Yeah, definitely can be frustrating. So yeah, just again, put it, you know, feel all the feelings around it. Be careful how you put it out there in the world. All right, card number 5. Card number 5. 5 is alive. Let's see what comes up. All right, closing my eyes now. There's a big pyramid in front of me here. Can suggest travel, but usually suggests the chakras opening up. So more vitality, more energy. Yes, the pyramid's opening up in front of me, okay, and a lot of energy's coming out. So you could have a big release this week if you pick card number 5. The past, yes, there's an elephant here, so an elephant doesn't forget the past. And always remembers what was done and what happened, yeah. Number 10, I see the number 10 in spirit on a card, a playing card. Can't tell if it's red or it's black. I don't know what colour, what suite it is, but it's number 10. It's the end of the something, and something new is about to begin, but you have to wait because it's a 1 and a 0. 0 is about limbo, and here we are, 0. This is the Fool. This is somebody in limbo who is about to step out on a new journey. They haven't actually gone, you know, taken that step off the cliff yet, but it's a new thing. Other people, family and friends, could be trying to dissuade them, hold them back. Someone trying to hold you back from doing something that you really feel that you should do. But action needs to be taken. There's a lot of growth and opportunity, and there's a lot of dragonflies here in the background as well, which maybe you can't, I don't know if you can see those on your monitor or on your phone. This is a very spiritual sort of influence, intuition, psychic ability, that sort of thing. So I encourage you one way or the other. You know, sometimes I've done things that they haven't worked out, but I've done them, and then I've said, well, thank God, that issue was bothering me for years. And, you know, if I hadn't have done it, I wouldn't have been able to put the issue to bed. And I remember years ago, after I first started Absolute Soul Secrets, we used to do the shows and go around to the capital cities in Australia and do all the psychic shows. And there was one down in Adelaide. And we went, you know, it bugged me for about 5 years to go to Adelaide, which is a long way away from here. Thousands of miles. And anyway, so we drove down there. It wasn't very good. It didn't turn out very well for us at all. But at least then I felt, thank God, I know it's not worth doing now, because it bugged me, and it bugged me so much. So that was it. That was finished. And so sometimes it's not about whether it works out or it doesn't work out. It's the journey of getting there. And the fact that you've done your best, whether it works out or not, you can say, well, I did that. I learned a lot, and I won't do that again. But, you know, the Fool card is really encouraging you to step out. So I always encourage people. Here is like it's a precipice, and the water is here. So there's some subconscious forces going on down here as well. But you see it's very still. It's not like a storm or anything like that. So, you know, it's you know, always going to be some sort of beneficial thing one way or the other with the Fool, I think. Okay, so Page of Wands, 2 of Swords, Justice cards, 7 of Pentacles, and the Fool. So we've got 2 major arcana. So, you know, a moderately significant week. If you get 3 or more, I always think that's getting highly significant. But 2 out of 5 is not too bad in terms of major arcanas. Okay, I'll just close my eyes now and see if there's anything else for people. Oh, I do appear to be stuck. Okay, I don't know why that happens sometimes. Okay, we'll go back to the board. I'll close my eyes. What do I see? Lots of doors, lots of opportunities. It's a bit like, I think it was last week when I did pick a card last week, I used the doors as a thumbnail, and that's what I'm seeing now, all these doors. I actually get 7 doors, 7 opportunities. Which way are you going to go, you know? Instead of pick a number 1 to 5, it'll be pick 1 to 7 or something like that. And now I see piano keys. They're saying basically your life is your own and you get to play the music that you want to play in your life. You might not have total control. Maybe somebody else made up the music, composed, wrote the music, but you play it how you want to play it. So, you know, you get dealt a hand. When we're born, we get dealt a certain hand, and it's up to us how we play it. And even if the hand doesn't look a favourable hand, there's different ways of playing it. You know, you can use bluff if you wish, and you might get somewhere. Or the people in the game with you, they might actually have a worse hand than you, so you just don't know. But they're showing me a lot of diamonds now, so that means clarity, clear purpose, and a clear mission in life. Okay, you may be coming closer to the realisation this week of what that actually is. Okay, so that's this week's Pick a Card, everyone. Thanks so much for wandering over here from Facebook today, and to everybody else here on YouTube. I really appreciate your support. Have a wonderful week. If you are new, subscribe and be alive and hit that notification bell. See you all again soon. Okay, thanks and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.